Well, what's happening there?
See, Meghna, the court has reserved the order on the bail, the remand application which has been moved by the Central Bureau of Investigation to seek 3 more days of police remand of Manish Sisodia. But before that, there was an argument which happened in between the counsels from both the sides, where the CBI counsel, the public prosecutor, has sought 15th of March as a day when the CBI could have actually come up with a reply regarding the time period when they will be giving a reply on the remand application which has been moved by the Central Bureau of Investigation. But the court has fixed the date for the 10th of March. So on 10th of March, the CBI will have to come with a proper reply regarding the bail application which has been moved by Manish Sisodia. But on the other side, on this particular
Priyank,
big hearing which we have been following
since the point one, or will he go back home? If you can clarify that.
Yes, certainly. See, Meghna, our viewers need to understand that Manish Sisodia was in police remand for 5 days. CBI had his police remand. Then the CBI has sought 3 more days of police remand. So the court has reserved the order. After a while, today itself, the court will decide that whether it will be giving a few more days of police remand to the Central Bureau of Investigation or not. Okay. If that is not happening, then the court will have to send Manish Sisodia to the judicial remand, which means that he will have to stay in jail. But and on the other side, there was a bail application which was also moved by the counsels of Manish Sisodia, for which the CBI has to give a proper reply, detailed reply to the same court.
He was inside the courtroom. Our legal reporter Nilashish, explain to us what happens next.
CBI's application seeking extension of Manish Sisodia's custody by 3 days in about 45 minutes is what the judge said. So about 45 minutes from now, the judge will pronounce its order on whether or not Manish Sisodia's CBI custody will be extended by 3 days. Of course, the CBI did say that at this point, Manish Sisodia has not been cooperating with investigation. He has been evasive in terms of certain answers that he gave during questioning. The CBI informed court that till about 8 p.m. every day he is being questioned, but one crucial day was lost because, let's not forget, he had approached the Supreme Court in order to quash the proceedings against him, in order to quash the remand that had been given to him. Now, in addition to that, it was also informed that the bail application has been filed, and now, of course, the court has, in fact, been informed of the bail application, and the CBI was directed to file its response in the matter, and that case, of course, will be taken up on the 10th of March.
So if you can just explain once again for clarity, Nilashish, next 45 minutes, the hearing is going to resume when we get to hear whether or not he gets bail or not, following which we'll know whether he's going to go home, whether he'll be in judicial custody, or whether there is a 3-day CBI custody which is granted. Will we get to know that today?
Get to know, of course, is whether or not 3 days extension or any extension of CBI custody shall be granted in terms of Manish Sisodia. As far as bail application is concerned, a response from the CBI will come in on the 10th of March. So that aspect will be dealt with on the 10th of March. For now, the question is whether or not Manish Sisodia's CBI custody for custodial interrogation will be extended by 3 days or any number of days below that, or whether he would be sent to judicial custody. So if the judge refuses police custody, that is CBI custody, judicial custody will be the next form of custody as far as Manish Sisodia is concerned.
When do we expect that order to come out, Nilashish?
As per the judge, of course, about 30 to 45 minutes is when the order is expected. However, if the submissions are taken on record, we can also expect a slight delay, but that is something that we have to.
सर, आज आप आए हैं राउज एवेन्यू कोर्ट में डेफेमेशन केस फाइल करने, क्या कुछ पूरा मामला है? क्या आपने कोर्ट के सामने अपनी बात आराम से क्या हुआ है कोर्ट में?
आराम से रुक जाओ सब लोग, चलो। 2019 में लोकसभा चुनाव में जिस तरह से जोधपुर की जनता ने, देश की जनता को जिस तरह से नरेंद्र मोदी जी को प्रधानमंत्री बनाना था, जोधपुर की जनता ने 2,74,000 वोटों की विजय का आशीर्वाद मुझे दिया था। संयोगवश कांग्रेस पार्टी के उम्मीदवार के रूप में राजस्थान के वर्तमान मुख्यमंत्री
Well, we'll keep getting you minute by minute updates even as we were speaking right now. We're going to put the nats up of all the chants and the protests which are happening outside the AAP headquarters. There's dharna outside the AAP headquarters, and inside the courtroom there is mega drama which has happened. The fate of Manish Sisodia now hangs in the balance. Next 35 to 40 minutes we will know whether or not he's going to be sent to CBI custody again, or will it be judicial custody. What happens next? Well, the hearing for the timing, the order for the timing has been reserved. We expect that in the next half an hour to 45 minutes. Meanwhile, let me go across to Bhavtosh as well. Bhavtosh, very interesting discussions which have been on, because all along Sisodia has said his wife is unwell, that there have been no recoveries, and that he is cooperating. These are the three main contentions that he is making, saying he deserves to get bail after 5 days of custody.
Yes, Meghna, in fact, that matter has been posted or has been deferred for 10th of March, and the entire issue of whether CBI will be getting his further custody, that issue will be decided in next 45 to an hour. The court of M K Nagpal heard both sides. That's Sisodia's defense counsel as well as CBI. CBI's argument are very simple. They have said that he was confronted with some officials. They did not name them. Then they discussed the issue of untraced cabinet note, the news that Times Now broke around 2 or 3 days back. And then, more importantly, they discussed a very important issue, the fact that Manish Sisodia had moved the Supreme Court. That's why their counsel and as well as the investigating officers were busy. They also said that Manish Sisodia was not ever questioned beyond 8 p.m. And they have further said that the questioning was between 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Dayanand Krishnan on his part said that you can't extract confession from anyone. An individual has right to remain silent because that's his basic right. Now, M K Nagpal heard both the sides and the order has been reserved. Now, the basic case of CBI is very simple, that the excise policy was made in a way that the South group got a windfall, illegal windfall profit of thousands of crore rupees. This is very similar to what the Enforcement Directorate found, for which alleged kickbacks worth 100 crore rupees was paid indirectly through Dinesh Arora, who is turned approver. It went to Vijay Nair, and part of that money was used to fight elections in Goa. Further, the CBI as well as Enforcement Directorate has made a slew of arrests. CBI has only filed one charge sheet in this case. One has to wait and see what CBI does 60 days later, because in Prevention of Corruption Act, a charge sheet has to be filed in 2 months. The Enforcement Directorate has also questioned the private assistant or secretary of Arvind Kejriwal. In a way, the Enforcement Directorate probe has moved towards Arvind Kejriwal, because in few remand notes as well as prosecution complaint, oblique reference to Delhi Chief Minister has been made, though no official word has come from the Federal Probe Agency, that's Enforcement Directorate.
And that's going to be very critical to see how it may lead the CBI right to the doorstep of the Chief Minister. What next? That's the question everyone wants to know the answer for.